So now we are going to start the chapter of organizing, the definition and first of definition and process. So I'm showing you the three people. One is sales person, one is purchase person, one is production person. First of all, company identify the work. Second step is that once works are identified, these are the type of work, production, sales. Then what they do, they divide the work into different groups. All the selling work come in sales department, are producing things will come in production department. Then whatever raw material is purchased in purchasing department, and how to sell the product and reach to customer selling department. So this is called as departmentalization. Once the work is allotted to different departments, then it is the work of the organization to give the duties, and there should be smooth relationship between different departments. The first step is called as definition of organizing and the process of organizing. So identification of work, division of work, third fixing of duties, fourth maintaining good relations. This is called as organizing. So now I am showing the chapter summary. It is given on your screen. The whole I will cover now in the next topic. So organizing structure. First of all, what is meaning of structure? Structure means it specifies relation between the people, work and resources. When you see organization, there are people, the work they have to perform and resources they are going to use. So organization structure means maintaining relation between people, work and resources. So there are example sales department, purchase department, production department. Along with that, they also fix up the span of management. Span of management means what person will work under whom, what the job will be allotted to whom, what the position is assigned to whom. This whole is called as organization structure, as it is shown in your screen. It is so simple. Now I am coming to real structure. So you can see the real structure. There is a production manager, purchase manager, sales manager, marketing manager, and there are factory managers, then there are supervisors, then workers. This is all structure you can show. These are given on your screen. Now question comes, what is the importance of organizing? Normally this chapter, this topic students forget. To remember the point, I have made a technique. I have created a scene. A person entered into a restaurant, as you can see on the screen. A person is sitting in the restaurant to eat, and a person is serving him. Now I have created a dialogue between them. That dialogue will, with the help of the dialogue, you can remember the whole point. First of all, he asked for the order. So the customer ask him, what is your specialization? He say, aloo. We sell aloo. Aloo is a specialization. First point is specialization. Then he asked the question, how good is your management? Immediately the person who is taking order tell him that it is management is very effective. Then he asked me how it is effective. Then he told him, we have a role clarity, we have a clarity of authority, responsibility, and development. We do development of human resources. That is why management is good. Then the customer asked him, but there is a lot of competition. How you how do you face the competition? Then immediately person replied, we adapt ourselves to change, and we are also growing day by day. There is growth and diversification. Then customer see that in his hand he is keeping a watch. He asked him, why you are looking at the watch? Then he told him, because sir, with the help of this I coordinate all the work and I communicate through watch only, because it has a cell phone also. So this is how, by remembering the scene, you can remember importance of organizing. All the points can be remembered through a dialogue. This is the topic, importance of organizing. Now we are coming to the structure. Organization has two types of structures. One is functional structure and other is divisional structure. So you know what is difference between divisional structure and functional structure? Functional structure of the organization suits to that very organization which is selling same type of product. When company, example Tata was selling, before doing anything, only selling vehicles. So then they were following a functional structure. Now Tata has diversified into different fields. Tata Namak, Tata softwares, Tata vehicles. Then they followed divisional structure. In divisional structure, a person have different departments for different type of products. That is called a divisional structure. So now examination, a question comes, what in this case functional structure is better or divisional structure is better? So definitely When we are, once you learn the difference between functional structure and divisional structure, you can give answer to any question. If they ask you a question, what is functional structure, you can answer. What is the divisional structure, you can answer. You can compare them. You can also tell advantages and disadvantages of both. Simple method is you learn difference between functional structure and divisional structure. For that, I made a memory code. Memory code is RSS do NCC. RSS is the organization. I've written RSS scare NCC. You can see the code. R here stands for responsibility. When we are producing one type of product and we follow functional structure, and in same one type of product, we are producing different type of products, we follow divisional structure or functional structure. So for that we are comparing. So if I am producing 4 type product and I follow functional structure, what the problem I will face, and if I follow divisional structure, what the things I will face. So I am comparing both. R stands for responsibility. When we are producing different goods and follow functional structure, it is very difficult to give responsibility to one person, because he will say, I have to manage so much, I cannot do the justice. And in case of, if we follow product structure or divisional structure, it will be easy to manage. Responsibility will be easy to manage. And then I came to S. S means supervision. When we follow functional structure in multiple products, so it will be difficult to supervise. And in case of divisional structure, easy to manage because different department heads are there. So next is specialization. In case of functional structure, we cannot have specialization. But in case of divisional structure, for different product, we can have specialization. Then in functional structure is simple because there is one production manager, one is sales manager, one is purchase manager. But in case of divisional method of organization, it will be complicated because different products have different purchase. The company have different product managers, different sales managers, different purchase managers. Similarly, suitability. Definitely functional structure is suitable to medium sized organization and divisional structure is only for large organizations. Now N stand for nature. So in case of functional, nature is department, sales department, purchase department, production department. But in case of divisional structure, we have to go see. Product will come first. We will say this person is software purchase manager. This person is a vehicle purchase manager. So we will identify it with the product. Similarly, formation. Formation of functional structure is based on the basis of functions, and formation of divisional structure is on the basis of products. Similarly, cost, when we compare, definitely cost in functional structure is less and in divisional it is more. So all these points, once you remember the difference between functional structure and divisional structure, you can answer any question. What are the advantages, what is definition, everything. Only you have to remember RSS scare do NCC. This is a code, and with the code you can remember 9 points: formation, nature, coordination, cause, responsibility, supervision, structure, suitability. So now I am coming to the work. What is delegation? Delegation is only means division of labor. It is division of labor. Why it is done? You can see on the screen. Division of labor means if I am keeping a person, I will take work from that person. That is delegation. Delegation is so simple. Only for the small organization, delegation work. Delegation means it is done for better utilization of resources and material. Once you delegate the authority, people get satisfied. Next point is efficiency. It brings efficiency and people remain motivated. With the first step towards development of the organization is to employ the people and give them work. And it led to organization development. And there is more opportunity for expansion and modernization. This is the benefit of delegation. That is delegation. Delegation is only division of labor, only taking work from the people without giving them authority. Now, if there is a normal question coming, what are the elements of delegation? And if we do, in delegation there are 3 points are coming: authority, responsibility and accountability. So if once they ask you what is delegation of authority, it is very simple. It is not giving up of the authority, but it can be taken back. When we do delegate the work, it can be any responsibility can be taken back, authority can be taken back. So you can, as you can compare authority, responsibility, accountability structure, I am showing you in the things on the 4-point basis you can remember. You can see the screen. First is the meaning. I have written authority, responsibility, accountability, element of delegation, a comparison, difference, how they origin, what is their meaning, how they flow, what is their delegation. Meaning, authority means right to command. If I give authority to a person, it means right to command is there. And responsibility means with authority we give responsibility, obligation to perform. Accountability means answerability. So similarly, origin means authority come from position, responsibility is delegated authority, and accountability is originated from responsibility. Similarly, flow, authority flow from upward to downward, responsibility from downward to upward. Similarly, accountability also from downward to upward. Similarly, delegation, authority can be delegated, responsibility cannot be delegated. And similarly, we say accountability also cannot be delegated at all. Now, to remember what is the importance of delegation, I have created a scene. A manager is sitting, as you can see, person is stairs, he is going upstairs, and there is a plant is there. So I have connected these points with that very thing. So what is meaning of stairs? There is a, from top to bottom, there is a management hierarchy, and a manager is sitting, effective management. A cell phone is there for better coordination. Plant is there for development and growth. And there is a chair, motivate wali chair, yani motivates. These are the points you can remember by that very scene. This is called as importance of delegation authority. Management hierarchy, better management, effective management. Third is coordination. Fourth is growth. Fifth is motivates. Now, difference, but the question normally comes in the examination, as you can see on the screen, difference between delegation and decentralization. So you can very easily remember this. I have written code Netaji Subhash Palace, SAA, SA. N for Netaji Subhash Palace means I have written 6 words in red color. That very 6 points you can use as a mnemonic. Netaji means N stands for nature. Delegation and decentralization difference for the nature. In delegation, nature is a compulsory act, because once you delegate authority, so you have to take work from the other person. Nature is, it is a compulsory act. Decentralization is a policy of the organization. If organization is growing, it always follows decentralization. Decentralization authority is given to the person as per the rules of the organization. And delegation scope, it is confined to superior. Any superior decide to take work from the other person, he gives them authority, it can be taken back. But decentralization, there is wide scope, authority is given as per the position, cannot be taken back. What is the purpose of delegation? Now, purpose is third point, it is to reduce the burden. But in case of decentralization policy, it is to increase the role of the subordinates. Then freedom of action. When we say in freedom of action, in delegation, there is less freedom of action because it is controlled by the higher authority. So in case of decentralization, as it is a policy, one authority is given, it cannot be taken back, less control of the top management on the subordinate, because authority is given to him along with responsibility as per his position. Normally, big organizations follow the decentralization policy. Next is status. Process followed to share the task in case of delegation. In case of decentralization, it is a policy decision. Status is come by the policy of the company. Similarly, withdrawal of authority. In case of delegation, you can see written 6 point. In delegation with authority can be shifted to the person, but in case of decentralization, it cannot be withdrawn. This is the difference between delegation and decentralization. Now, once they ask you difference between centralization and decentralization, very easy to remember. Shifting of bags. Remember bags. B for burden, A for authority, G for growth, S for specialization. In case of centralization, burden is on the top. In case of decentralization, burden is on the low levels. In case of centralization, authority is on the top. In case of decentralization, authority is on the low level is given. In case of decentralization, growth can be more. In case of centralization, growth can be less. In case of specialization, decentralization is required. Decentralization give to specialization. Centralization, specialization cannot be done. This is the difference between centralization and decentralization. Only you can remember it is shifting of bags. Bags means B for burden, A for authority, G for growth, and S for specialization. Now, there is a question coming, difference between formal and informal organization, very important question. So, you have to remember by code, ABCL, Amitabh Bachchan Corporation Limited, A for Amitabh, B for Bachchan Corporation Limited का nature and origin बताओ. Means you want to remember the points, so you have 6 points are there and one is meaning is there. All of there are 7 points. Is meaning means formal organization meaning, and first point is difference between formal informal organization meaning. Formal organization means structure of authority is there. In informal organization, it is between mutual relation between the different people. And in case of formal organization, origin is on the basis of rules and policies. Formal is very formal, you have to follow rules and policies. In case of informal, there are social relationship between the members. Then third point is authority. In case of formal, authority move from top to downward. In case of informal organization, authority move downward or horizontal as per the convenience of the members. Similarly, behavior. In case of formal organization, behavior, boss and who will be the subordinate will be decided by the firm. But in case of informal organization, it can be decided by the individuals group. And flow of communication. Flow of communication is always scalar chain authority. Always communication flow from top to bottom. But in case of informal, it can move in any direction. Nature. In case of nature of the organization, formal organization, nature is always, it is very stable. And in case of informal, it is temporary and not stable. In case of leadership, last point, the managers are the leaders. In case of informal, leader is elected by the group. These are the 7 points difference between formal and informal organization. Thank you.